Top Notch family, what is going on? So, in today's video, we are going to be doing a Dallas Mavericks 2025 offseason preview. Now, this is a tough one. I know it is. I feel bad for the Dallas Mavericks fan because they traded Luka away. They acquired a player in Anthony Davis. Then they missed the playoffs. And trading Luka away was probably the dumbest mistake and one of those things you just can't come back from. But we're going to talk about it in today's video. So before we do start, if you guys enjoy NBA content just like this, I appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, comment, like, and all that good stuff. But anyways, let's get back in today's video. So the Dallas Mavericks, they won their first game against Sacramento Kings, but then they lost to the Memphis Grizzlies. I believe Anthony Davis did get injured this game, and of course we're going to talk about it, but that is a big concern. So this is kind of what Bobby Marks put out real quick, and I thought it was a good guide. So his projected starting five is Kyrie Irving, Najee Marshall, PJ Washington, Anthony Davis, and Derek Lively. Personally, I don't think that's a starting lineup at all. But what we're going to start off with is the Dallas Mavericks free agents. So I'll pop it up on the screen right here. So these are the Dallas Mavericks free agents. As you see, Anthony Davis is their main guy. They traded for him because they want defense. Defense wins championship. But also staying healthy wins championships. So the first thing I'll do is make sure Kyrie Irving is fully healthy and extend him. Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis is your big three. So Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson is your big three, right? You need to make sure they're healthy. If Kyrie Irving's not healthy, if Anthony Davis is not healthy, this team will never win a championship. Now, I see the point where Nico was trying to do, right? Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively. That's a very good defensive unit. You got your scorers in Kyrie and Anthony Davis. You can even throw Klay Thompson in there and PJ Washington. And then, of course, defensively, you got AD, Derek Lively. You got the size of PJ Washington. I see it. They have to stay healthy. So you need to figure out if you're extending Kyrie Irving or not. You got PJ Washington on a year left, right? So we're going to see what happens with that. You got Daniel Gafford on a year left. Caleb Martin, injury prone. I'm finding a way to get him off my team. I'm going to be honest with you. That was a disaster trading Quentin Grimes for Caleb Martin. I'm finding a way to get him off this team. It's either a trade, involving a trade. You got to. Najee Marshall was a huge addition. He plays amazing basketball for this team. Najee Marshall, Max Christie, and Derek Lively are great together. I'm finding a way to get Dwight Powell off my team, especially with expiring coming up. Dante Exum, I would definitely extend, give him a nice little deal. He plays good when he's healthy. Spencer Dinwiddie, I'm letting go. Jaden Hardy, you have to keep because he's on the team, but I just feel like he would never crack the rotation. So your main core is Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, Najee Marshall, Max Christie, Derek Lively, Dante Exum. That's a solid 9 just there alone. Solid 9 that I think can compete in the Western Conference 100%. They just need to stay healthy. That's the big question. Everything is if. One thing about Luka Doncic, he may not have been a good defender. He may have been dealing with injuries, but he goes out there and still gives you 30, 10, and 10 every single night. So it's always going to be a big risk. It's always going to be a big gamble. And if the Dallas Mavericks don't win a championship after trading Luka, this organization it's over. I'm going to be honest with you because they have no future. Their best guys are Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving, and they're both in their 30s. You think Anthony Davis is the future of the Dallas Mavericks? It's not happening. They really don't have a future if you think about it. Look at the team. Who's young on this team that they can be like, okay, we can rely on him to carry us in the future? Derek Lively? There's nobody here. Jaden Hardy doesn't even crack the rotation. They're a win-now team. That's the position that the GM put them in. It's not the best decision, but hey, that's what they did. And then during the year, which I should have did first, but during the year, the Dallas Mavericks finished off 39-43. Now, what I will say is there was to the point where they almost had a forfeit games. Every single body was hurt on their team. Every single body. That's what it felt like. So I'm sure if these players were healthy, they would have been in the playoffs 100%. So I don't fault that on Nico. Everybody was hurt. Their conference record was 23-29. Their home record was 22-18. Their away record was 17-25. They finished off the season 4-6. They won their other matchup, but they just couldn't beat the Memphis Grizzlies. It's tough. As a 10th seed to win 2 games to get to that playoffs, it's tough unless you're the Miami Heat. It is what it is. Now, when we look at the team stats for the Dallas Mavericks, of course, Kyrie Irving's their leading scorer. The big question also, too, is obviously if he's going to come back healthy. But Kyrie Irving is what, 30? He's getting up there. Is he going to come back and play this great? I'm hearing reports that he's going to take up to January. So if he's missing a couple months of basketball, can the Dallas Mavericks stay competitive? Can they? Because those early games can affect down the stretch. You know what I mean? Down the stretch, that can affect them. So they're going to need to do anything that's possible to make sure Anthony Davis and everybody else on this roster is healthy heading into next year. January is going to be it's a far away. You need to make sure he's healthy, right? Then you got Anthony Davis. He needs to play better. He needs to play better. He needs to stay healthy. 20-10 is not going to get it done. PJ Washington, 15. Klay Thompson, 14. Najee Marshall, 13. Gafford, 12. Max Christie kind of fell off down the stretch. Spencer Dinwiddie, unplayable. Quentin Grimes, you traded him. Derek Lively's not going to be the same player. He's solid, of course. But without Luka making it easier for him, it's going to be tough. Now, what I will say is Brandon Williams, he is going to be important for this team next year. He is. He played down the stretch. He played good basketball. Injuries occurred. He stepped up and played good basketball. So he could be definitely their future. But it's tough. I'm letting go of Caleb Martin. I'm letting go of Dwight Powell. You keep Jason Kidd, of course. He's good. They're in a tough position. And I thought I brought up the free agents, and I guess I didn't, but they're right here. As you see, Spencer Dinwiddie's a free agent. Let him walk. Dante Exum, bring him back. Kyrie Irving, bring him back. Walk, walk, walk. Dallas could have the 11th or the 12th pick in this year's draft. So that's what they're dealing with. This is what the Dallas Mavericks dealing with. And this is what Nico did to this team. It's unfortunate. It's terrible because we're probably going to watch Luka and the Lakers go to the Western Conference Finals as the Dallas Mavericks didn't even make the playoffs. I hate it. I hate it for the Dallas Mavericks fans. But hey, let me know in the comment sections. What do you guys think? Obviously, we're going to be doing off-season previews for every single team that does get eliminated in the postseason. We're going to break it down. We're also doing playoff previews / predictions for each round until we get to the championship. So if you guys want to stay updated once again to all NBA content, smash that subscribe button. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And your boys out.